welcome back to the show. Well, me and Mikey have been lucky enough to have our photograph taken by our next guest.
Absolutely, an amazingly talented man and international photographer. He's everywhere, but he started a very cool idea here in Vancouver. Gordan Dumka joining us to talk about the Artist Collective and other things. How are you, man?
Nice to see you again.
Good.
Nice to see you too. Have you been traveling a ton? You used to travel a lot.
Well, I've got little kids now, so not as much, but
mostly taking them to hockey practice.
Well,
now?
you know, I took the family to Fiji. I had a shoot in Fiji and Australia, so they came with me, and then one in Maui. I'm off to Mexico. I was in South Africa.
Okay, now I'm just angry. Before I was asking out of curiosity.
It's not all that.
Gordan, we have known you as a photographer for years, but tell us about the Artist Collective that you started.
Right. Well, basically, there's a couple of small agencies in Vancouver that represent either photographers or makeup artists or a variation thereof. And you know, I've spoken to them, and I don't think it was a right fit for me or for them. I think they do a wonderful job, and they have some talented people. But I've had interest previously in New York and stuff, which I dropped the ball and didn't do it. But now that I'm based here, I thought, well, you know, I work with a bunch of great people in my studio. I've got Ocean Drive Leather, Dave Angelski, who's an amazing video director, producer, editor, musician, Mike Bleakley, who's a DJ, and we all kind of work in the same field in fashion, entertainment. Ocean Drive Leather dresses the celebrities, I shoot them, so I thought, why not bring us together in a group?
Well, because your lines always cross when you are working. You need a makeup artist, you need this, you need that,
Absolutely.
and if you're working together, it must make it easier to kind of network.
Well, it does. It's a little complicated because it's quite varied, but at the same time, there's so much crossover that it worked together, and we're all friends too. Yeah. And everyone's sort of done the top things, either shooting-wise or dressing people, playing music at big events. So I thought, well, why not bring it together? So we hired someone to represent us and organize us, basically, and take care of us. She's like our nanny.
You creative types are not known for being organized.
Because that idea of collaboration as well, you know, in any artistic field, you need that inspiration around you, and you need those people around you that can tell you how to get things done or help you get things done as well.
Or just get them done.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we just don't. Like, I'm busy doing my pictures, and it's like, well, what do I need to do? And when you're busy and doing it, it's also hard to get organized to stay busy, because when things are going well, they're going really well. Yeah. But then when it slows down, it's like, what happened? Well, you haven't done any promotion. Nobody, like,
because you've been busy working.
Well, since her name's Kristen Lamont, who's heading up the agency, since she's been there, you know, she's put out the word, and there's clients that have said, I didn't even know Gordan was still in town because I travel so much. So just simply that, actually, people that know you're physically here.
Well, we want to look at some of your work. You do a lot of work with the Canucks, and we're going to look at that photo first. How much fun is it to shoot with the fellas?
Yeah, they're
because you're not much of a hockey fan.
Yeah, my kids play hockey, I play hockey. And
I love
I didn't start the riot.
Burr and Mace. It's a great shot.
Yeah, that's actually funny, because Alex was going, get your hand off my shoulder.
He's a very funny guy.
I think they're roommates on the road too, so we don't know what goes on in the room.
They're really funny.
Well, and such a huge part of, I mean, the Canucks have always been such a strong brand, but over the sort of last decade or so, they've really figured out how to take these guys as people and as members of the community, and this is a huge part of that kind of thing.
Yeah, they do a good
like
job. Janelle McKay is the head of the marketing in this, and she does an amazing job, and sort of lets me freestyle too and do a little bit editorial style, which is kind of
to get that friendship and sort of the teasing and stuff in there too.
I just took my clothes off just before that.
And then it was fun.
That also works.
Alex was there, and Mason was like,
AJ Buckley, people will recognize him from CSI local fella.
Yeah, you guys have had him on. Awesome guy, and actually got to know him through friends like Brendan Fletcher, I think, who's been on the show, and other actors. I shoot a lot of the top actors that end up moving away and doing quite well, and then they come back to me and I get to shoot them again, so it's kind of neat.
How much fun is that? I mean, you know, we talked about it with the Canucks, but to, you know, really get a chance to sort of talk to people that are doing really well in their field.
Well, it's neat because you get to know them, and some of them I've known before they made it. Yeah. You know, Evangeline Lilly is one, AJ's another one, but you see them before and then you see them after and they've really made it. You see some slight changes and stuff, in demands and stuff, but I've maintained a friendship with them, and they've all, you know, kind of stayed grounded, I guess, and it's neat to see, but their success is, I mean, it's fantastic. It's the better they do, the better I do.
And you don't just shoot people here in Vancouver and actors, and like, this is a shot from Burma. Tell us about this photo.
Well, this is on a boat heading north and stuck on a sandbar, and
That's on a boat?
Yeah, there's only like literally 3 Westerners on this boat, and it was packed, and I came out and the sun was hitting her. We're stuck on a sandbar, and I got that photo in the sun, and then we jumped in the water and took big poles and
got it off the sandbar.
You
used to do a lot of photojournalism.
Yeah,
too,
I did. Yeah, I shot
started,
for Canadian Red Cross and Cambodia and Burma, and I've shot in Tibet,
And this
this is in India.
Yeah, that's
stuff that is near and dear to my heart is more this stuff, but I try to bring that element into whether it's celebrity or fashion. It's kind of a little bit documentary style, but you know, this doesn't pay as well.
Yeah, that's
got
right.
kids to feed.
This looks great on a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love this shot here. Who's this model?
Well, this is a model, Michelle Millette. She's in Japan modeling now, but she was also a friend, but we were doing an exhibit, actually a charity for the homeless, which we had at my studio about 1.5 years ago. So I did a series like this. It's an abandoned building we actually broke into to shoot before they tore it down.
Oh, you'd never do that, would you?
There's the East Van roots coming out right there. I love that. It's a beautiful shot. And we have one, Sarah Chalk as well, who's a very, very funny young lady.
Yeah, same story. And we've got, you know, we're friends with the family now because our kids go to school with her sister's kids. So, and I've actually shot all the daughters when they were young and watched them grow up.
Oh, that's
I just saw
funny.
Sarah actually this summer, so she's
It must be
doing well.
fun for you because, you know, local people making it big and they always come back to you. It must be nice to catch up.
It is, and she's got a little baby now. I was like, wow.
Yeah. That's how.
She realized how old we're getting.
And this young lady is having great success modeling as well.
Sarah Much, she was a big international guest model, and she's actually now sort of, as you get older in the modeling, she's moving into the acting thing too, and she's got a great agent, Jeff Palfy with PMG, and really
Very
nice girl too.
Nice.
Well, Jordan, always so nice to see you.
Thanks,
you can check out Jordan's work on his website. If you'd like to book him, he's available through the Artist Collective Group. Wouldn't it be weird if he weren't?
Yeah, and for people that are probably curious and like, can I join the Artist Collective Group? You guys are keeping things pretty small right now.
Right now, we'll look, as we grow, we'll look at expanding, and Kristen and I will sit down and decide, you know, when it's time and who we're going to take. We might take other photographers even, but not so we're competing, but
yeah,
we will
help build the group, right?
Yep.
Love it.
Well, thanks so
Great
much.
idea.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
see you. We're going to take a quick break and when we return.